Alright, so I'm upset. I had a lot of footage of my new build, and a lot of footage actually, and my phone broke, and I never got a chance to upload any other stuff. So um, I'm pretty bummed about that. Actually, I'm really mad. Something I can do now. I try saving the video or getting it out of my old phone, but it was too damaged. So um, I had footage of when I had it all stripped down and cleaning it up and changing all the seals and gaskets and stuff like that. So real quick, this is a 1J-VVTI. I call it a 1JV. And just a couple of quick things on what I did since, I know this is going to be pretty long already, but we're just going to keep it on the motor. We're just going to talk about the motor and what I did so far. So 1JV, 1J-VVTI. This is I changed all the gaskets, all the seals, everything, to just keep it fresh, so I don't have any trouble, once I drop it in and get it running. So cleaned out the pistons and all the good stuff. As far as upgrades, simple things. We'll start off with the motor mounts. That's the motor mounts there. I also got this bracket, because the AC and the power steering is all one unit. So when you get rid of the AC, you have to make a bracket or get something. But I actually got a bracket. I order a bunch of things. This is from Excessive Manufacturing, I believe. And they have really good stuff. It's really affordable. I think it was like $90 or something like that. I do know a few people that are running it. They have no issues with it. They like it. So that's fine by me. I also got this brace from them also. It came with the bolts. It's pretty neat. Again, I had all this already in the first video, and in the first video it tells you, I talked about the parts and the likes and don't likes. As far as don't likes, I don't think there is anything that I don't like about it. It's metal. I do like the finish on it. They give you all the bolts. They give you slight instructions. Everything was all packaged. It wasn't all thrown around in a box. Again, this is from Excessive Manufacturing. They do a bunch of other stuff, Marinas, Nissan and Toyota and stuff like that. So I got the motor mounts. I got everything actually from them. I got the motor mounts, this AC bracket. I got a dry shaft from them, which is, I still haven't opened it, but it's in here. And I also get it. I got the motor mount. This is the transmission cross member. This is for the R154 is what I'm running. So this is the bracket for it. Just really nice, thick steel, durable. I haven't opened some of these things up, but this is what I was talking about. So there it goes right there. I can get it to zoom in. There you go. So check it out. They have a lot of good stuff for Nissans and Toyotas, and I believe Mazda and a few other things. But it's all packaged, and all the bolts and washers, and it tells you what your kit should include. And then slight, brief instructions. I also got the transmission mount, which is it's pretty much for the Toyota guys. They would know also, but it's pretty much like the stock one. I don't recall mine coming with a stock one. I could be wrong. I think I do have one, but you don't want to use that. I wanted to get nice, solid mounts. Now they have, I think they have like two different, either 2 or 3 different types of this. I think there was I forget the colors, but the bushings for it, I got the stiffest one. You don't have to get the stiffest one. Just, if you order it, make sure you say which one you want. I got the stiffest one. Same thing for the motor mount. I got the stiffest one. Like again, this is really nice, really durable. I can't wait to put these on. Like I said, they gave me all the bolts and stuff that I need. I got this also. I think this, I don't know. I think with this I got from them, I got the transmission mount, the motor mounts, the tranny mount, the drive shaft. I got and this bracket, and I also got this power steering line from them, from the same company. Is conversion from the JZ to, it's going into an S14 chassis. So I think everything came up to like $1,000. And if you think about all the stuff I got for it, that's a pretty good deal, considering that the mounts alone were like $90 or something like that. So it's really, really good. So real quick, so like I said, all new seals, all new gaskets and stuff like that, new timing belt, everything's all timed. I got new GSC valve seals, because I redid the clean out the head and got it all fresh and threw it through a tank and stuff like that. So I'm running the Tomei palm cams, exhaust side Tomei cam, and I'm running Tomei head. You can't see it before I put all this there, you can see the Tomei, but I'm running the Tomei head gasket. I'm running their newest version, which is really, really nice, and they redesigned it compared, from what the last one used to be. They supported it like around where it needs the most support at on the head. So that's really nice. It's a 1.5 mil, I believe. Honestly, I forget already, but I did it over the winter. Kind of behind right now. I was doing other things and work. So this is a CX Racing external, of course, top mount manifold. It's really, really nice. I like it. Again, good and bad about it. As far as bad, I don't really know the bad of it yet. I have to put it through the test and run it in high temps and beat the shit out of it. Vibration, and put the big ass turbo on it and see what happens. See if this falls apart or break or anything like that. But as far as the good, it's really affordable. I think this was like $450. Any manifold for the 1J or 2J, it's really, really expensive. A lot of good companies make them, but it's just really expensive. And if you buy $800 this and $1,000 this and $2,000 that, like your car would be really, really expensive. And unfortunately, I don't have the funds to do so. So it's really nice. I like it. It's badass. Looks good. The other bad. The thing I don't like about it is this 4-bolt design for the wastegate. I'm not a fan of it. I wish that maybe CX Racing is listening or watching this. I wish that for this manifold, they left it off with maybe they could have gave me this flange just in case if I wanted to run it, and then just weld it on my own, or have a shop weld it or something like that, depending on what wastegate you were going to be running. Let me flip this over. But I'm going to be running a tile wastegate V-band, so I'm going to have to cut this off. no big deal. What else? So again, it was just the motor. Injectors, I went with Deechworks 750cc injectors. They were really nice. Again, I also made a video about that. Unfortunately, I lost it in my old phone when it broke, but these were really nice. You know, they came in a nice little box. All the injectors were individually wrapped in their own little, you know, airbag, and all the seals and all the good stuff. I also, you know, replaced the actual seal that sits in there. That does not come with the injectors. That's just separate, you know. So if you do injectors, or if you buy a 1JZ-VVTI or any motor really, you want to change as much as possible, as many seals as possible, because they were all hard and brittle, you know, and that's what happens with rubber. So yeah, 750 cc's, Deechworks, really nice injectors. I got these from a shop down in Philadelphia called Elite JDM. Nick D'Alessio owns it. Really good guy. Good to talk to. He'll explain everything to you, and you know, if you need help, you know, he'll give you a hand. So I've been dealing mostly with him as far as like getting all my parts and stuff like that off the shelf, because he has access to a lot of that stuff, and he can, if he doesn't, you know, if he might just have it on the shelf, or he can order it. It doesn't matter. So I got a lot of the stuff from him. I got the cam gear and the actually got the camshafts and pretty much everything. The camshaft, the cam gear, and the head gasket, and the GSC seals, valve seals from him, and actually, you know, the timing bell and the seals for each cam. One of them you can only get from Japan, so he actually had a couple on shelf, so got the hook up with that. It was really nice. So yeah, that's it right there. Again, I'm running a 154 trans, R154. Trans is really nice. I lent it to a friend, and he ran it on his 2J for a little bit. I think he's making like 500, low 500 right now. He ran it, shifts really fine. I bought this off a guy on Facebook with a whole kit and stuff like that. So it was pretty nice to have someone I know, a close friend, to drive it and, you know, test it out. And so I helped him, he'll help me in a way. So that's the R154. I got other stuff from CX Racing, which was the manifold and the downpipe and the elbow, which is in the box. So I want to move it right now, but it's really nice. It's all V-band. I did test everything out. I turned the motor around, and I had hooked up the exhaust manifold to the turbo. On this, I'm actually, real quick, I'm going to be running a Garrett GTX 30 76R, which is in the box, because no sense in mounting it. I need to take this off anyways and cut that flange out for the wastegate. But so I mounted everything up, and I was kind of scared at first with the V-band. You know, I don't know. I was just scared. I didn't think it was gonna, you know, not that I thought it wasn't gonna line up. I didn't really have doubts, but you know, you could be unsure. You know, so I was like, let me see what happens. Let me. It came with all V-bands. They gave me all V-bands too from CX Racing. Shout out to CX Racing also for helping me out and answering all my questions and stuff. But so yeah, so I put everything up and put everything on and bolted it up with the V-bands, and everything lined up just perfect. No major issues. Only thing I'm not too big on either is when the turbo, you know, because the turbo sits like right here and it's massive, and the downpipe and all that. It kind of, I forget. I think it comes like right down here. So I'm gonna have to do something with this, or reroute this, or cut it and weld it and move it or heat wrap it. I don't know, but I'm gonna wrap the exhaust anyways, at least this portion, just to keep the temp a little bit lower. But no, everything lined up. The V-bands are nice. I tightened them also. I tightened the hell out of them, you know, like you're supposed to, just to make sure, you know, it didn't snap or break or anything like that. Actually, I have this off. Can't really see, but these are the Tomei palm cams. They're staggered. They're really great cams. I had the palm cams actually in my SR20, and I made about 400-ish. So really great cams. They come on smooth. I can't wait to try them on the 1J and have fun with it. So yeah. So I think that's it for now. I just want to talk a little bit about the motor, and you know, that's about it. So yeah, thanks for watching and listening. If you have any questions, just hit me up on the comment box and I'll get to it. Thank you. Have a good day.